and you're acting like that. But people don't
care because they go through life acting like cows or acting like sheep, and they just go with the flow. They don't actually think for themselves. They just act stupid. And there's millions upon millions of people on planet Earth that are literally just stupid creatures that never add anything to the planet. Dumb. They take offense at anything. Why would you be offended at that? That is something that people called me when I was 5 years old. If you call me that today, I'll laugh at you and say, what are you, 5? It's not offensive. Kid, is that a slur too? Because I say it, everyone says mentally stunted and no one bats an eye. That's okay. But if you say the Oak uses the King of Hate moniker in his content, and here's some clips from 13 years ago.
So far, season 17 of the DSP show has been getting nuttier each and every day. Like yesterday, him raging over his chat trying to help him in the next Elden Ring beta, even though he can't stream it yet. Which, of course, I will cover that because, oh boy, he lost his mind. Also, him raging in Street Fighter 6, which he normally does, which is always incredibly funny. But a couple days ago, he decided to try to retcon a certain word that caught my attention. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. So instead of me flapping about it, let's just get right into the video, shall we?
Okay, this is hilarious. I have to address this. Sharpay says, Phil dropped the hard R earlier, but he says freaking instead of fucking. I don't get it. You now understand that the word retarded is not a slur? It's not. Do you know what it means to retard something? It means that it's slowed down. It's meant to not be of full speed or capacity. It means it's being held back. It's not an offensive word.
Phil, yes it is an offensive word. If I decide to go to a random person on the street and call them regarded, they'll take it as an insult, which will have dire consequence. It's sad to see how he does not understand that. As a matter of fact, some of his audience members are mentally handicapped.
Morons have made it an offensive word because they're a bunch of sissy bitches. There's nothing wrong with the word retard or retarded. It has a meaning, all right? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We used to use that word every single day on the fucking schoolyard when I was 5 years old.
Notice how mad he's getting over this word. Just like Avika said in his stream, BS Phil, I highly doubt you actually was using the word at the age of 5 because 1, you were getting your ass kicked, and 2, now all the brain cells have been activated even since the day you was born.
It's not an offensive word. You know, there are offensive words out there. The N-word is an offensive word because it's directed at a certain group of people of a certain race in an offensive way.
Flashback.
I don't know if you guys ever saw the video, Booker T, back when he was in WCW in Harlem Heat, and he was with Stevie Ray, and they were doing a promo with, what the hell was their name? Sherry, I think? And he was talking about Hulk Hogan. It's the funniest shit ever, I swear to God. He accidentally calls Hulk Hogan a nigga. And I'm not trying to be racist or anything. It's the funniest clip ever. You gotta watch it on YouTube. He goes, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, and then he looks all embarrassed because he realized he did it, and he tries to turn away and walk away. It's the funniest clip ever. Oh my God, it's so funny.
End of flashback.
That's a bad word. Retard and retarded is not a bad word unless you are the biggest bitch on the planet. You should get used to it, okay?
Okay, so get used to this, Phil. But now, whenever you say the N-word, whether it's the word or the letter, I'm going to keep including this clip because you said it more than once. Matter of fact, you remember the taco nuggets? Remember that part? You just get ready to say the word and you caught yourself. Literally.
These nuggets are good?
Right here.
Unbelievable how dumb some people are. Okay, let me, my curtains have opened and they're right in my eyes. I can't see. Hold on.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, and I didn't need to know that.
Let me ask this question then, for the geniuses who think that.
Before he gets ready to put his foot in his mouth like he normally does, let me ask you a question, Phil. Who in the world put you in charge of what is a slur and what is not a slur? Because you have no room to talk, because you have said plenty, such as mouth drooler, mentally stunted. Hell, you even call us detractors, basement dwellers with no lives. You guys see where I'm going with this?
The word retarded is a slur. So when you say mentally stunted, is that a slur too?
Yes, it is, Phil, because you're calling someone an idiot by using a slur. Don't even try to spit out of context, you fucking donkey. See how I use that as an insult by calling you a jackass, Philly boy? Again, two can play at this game.
Because I say, everyone says mentally stunted and no one bats an eye. That's okay. But if you say the other word, I'm so offended. Why? It means exactly the same thing.
You are the world's dumbest son of a bitch.
Oh, so now you actually start thinking about it, you're like, oh, so there's no logic there. No, there is no logic. You're an idiot. That's correct. Okay. Big Boss did a $2 super chat. Kinder eggs have a toy in them. Don't eat it whole. Okay, I don't know if there's a Kinder egg in that box or not. I have no idea.
Phil, you can take that box and shove it right up your ass. I really don't care about it. What you really should be doing is saying you're sorry to your kick jack because, number one, they're calling your ass out for your little sorry BS take.
Okay. Dentronic says that's like having to rename something that is flame retarded to make it not offensive. Actually, it's retardant, but it means basically the same thing. If something is retardant, it means that it stops something. When you say something is retarded, it means that it's not been to its full capacity. It's been slowed down. So if it's flame retardant, it stops flame. It slows down flame. Get it? But again, people are just so
Here's the thing. I don't give a shit.
dumb. They take offense at anything. Why would you be offended at that? That is something that people called me when I was 5 years old. If you call me that today, I'll laugh at you and say, what are you, 5?
What is with you comparing people to little kids? Dude, you do this far too many fucking times. I'm really starting to think that you are a PDF file in secret. You always like to compare people using sexual things, which is a major red flag, you fucker.
It's not offensive. It's not meant to be offensive. There you go. Bonos Temo says if you're saying it to actually insult a cognitively disabled person, it's a problem. But if you're saying it to a troll or a detractor, it's acceptable. No, if you say that word, retarded, all right, and you say it to someone in this regard, it means you think that they're actually mentally slow, and that's why they'd be dumb and do dumb things and say dumb things and act in a dumb way. It doesn't mean you actually believe that they have a physical condition. It's a word meaning that they are actually mentally slow.
Which you are, by the way, numbnuts. Sometimes I wonder, Phil, if you was born with ADHD, because you truly fail to understand the meaning of regarded. You are sure damn slow. But then again, maybe it's that gin that's really messing your mind up. You need to lay off that stuff.
Which is what the word is meant to mean. That's actually what it means. Don't you get it?
What is your major malfunction, numbnut?
I can't believe we're having this discussion that people are that dumb. Really, I just can't. You're that stupid. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I can't hear a word you're saying because you got 19,000 people calling you an asshole.
Hello, anybody home?
No, you see, CS James, see, that's the problem. Because people misunderstand. People actually think that when I'm using the word, I'm using it as an insult. I'm not. It's a genuine descriptor.
No, Phil, you are trying to insult people using that word. I love how you, once again, you are trying to retcon something like you normally do to make it seem like you're the smartest person in the room, when in actual reality, you are the dumbest person in the whole room. And the sad part about it is, the only person that's trying to convince themselves of their own lie is you.
Okay? I want you to understand something. People that sit around all day on the internet, opening their phones, their laptops, their tablets, their mobile devices, going to one of my detractors' channels,
watching the content that they put out every day that's illegally restreamed, that is completely out of context, purposefully over-exaggerated, defamatory, slanderous content, and they legitimately believe it is fact, and then they propagate it, and they have a community based around it, and they have friendships and relationships based around it, and they have memes, entire memes, that if someone says a word, just a single word, Wolverine toy, ooh, and that's how they react. They go just like this, ooh.
I was going to crack a joke about him going balding, but he always finds a way to make a dummy out of himself. Number one, that wasn't funny, and number two, this just goes to show you how much we detractors live rent-free in his damn head. But please, Phil, keep on digging.
ooh, Wolverine toy? I recognize that. That is not normal human behavior. That is not representative of a regular human's intelligence or behavior. That is showing signs of actual retardation, that your brain has been stunted and you're acting like that. But people don't care because they go through life acting like cows or acting like sheep.
Cows or sheep, huh? Sounds like you're talking about yourself there, Phil. Because once again, you are a low cow, and secondly, you do have a bunch of dumb sheep in your chat that agree with just about any of your dumb takes. And by the way, Phil, us detractors know how to be friendly amongst each other, excluding Raven's Dolphin and Super Crazy. Get those two out of here!
And they just go with the flow. They don't actually think for themselves. They just act stupid. And there's millions upon millions of people on planet Earth that are literally just stupid creatures that never add anything to the planet. They're just there to exist and take. They are dunces. They are just big sucks on natural resources. They're not there to be productive. They're not there to be constructive. They're not there to spread anything positive, happy, or to improve anything for anyone around them. They are just sucks. Big, vacuous existences of sucking on the positive and giving nothing back. Those are my detractors.
And those are the people who watch my detractors. Do you get it? Those aren't normal people. Those aren't intelligent, sharp, savvy people who are thinking, who are actively doing something to make life better for people around them. These are just people along for the ride. I'm not saying that they're suffering from some kind of a medical condition. I'm saying their brains are stunted because they don't actually take the time to think about what they do. You get it? This is not a slur or an insult. This is a descriptor, an actual
Adjective.
Phil, we do give back to others, whether that's keeping people entertained, playing games with our chat, giving out Amazon codes, Steam codes, to even shout out other channels to get more eyes on them. This is what we really do. You, on the other hand, do the exact opposite.
To their behavior. If you're describing someone as something and it's accurate, it can't be offensive, stupid. Do you get it? It's only offensive when you use it in a way that you're trying to insult. I'm literally not trying to insult anyone.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm telling you, these people are mentally slow based on their behavior. It's a direct cause and effect. There is no intentional insult here. This is how it is. They're dumb. Get it?
You big, stupid jellyfish.
I said this once before and I'll say it again until it's beaten into his head. Phil, these are the times where you should have a TTS, because when you're reading this and you're not reading out loud, there's far too much dead air.
Oh, that's absolutely true. Sylvania says, to be fair, there's people who are pure contrarians to anything you have to say simply because they don't like you. And that's the bottom line, is they will never listen to reason. They will never listen to logic. They will never listen to fact. To them, reality is an actual fantasy they've created around their narrative and these weird cult-like group communities they have on the internet. People of like mental stuntation. What? She is not looking, yeah, like mental stuntation.
Like mental stuntation. Like mental stuntation.
Like mental stunt. Is that even a word? Mental stuntation? I've never heard that. Can somebody in the comments please tell me what the heck does that even mean? Because if this is another one of Phil's hook on phonics, it surely does suck.
Who act this way, and they've all grouped together. It's like blood coagulating. You know, it's pretty messed up.
Who mans is this? Get him the fuck out of here.
No, Grey Zero Taste, I had to go check out. Now I will respond. So Grey Zero Taste did a $10 Australian super chat, which is around like $6.60, something like that American. So not the top super chat, but you know, we'll add it to the leaderboard here. And he says, I watched your PSN outage video. I hope it's okay to ask, what about Game Pass? We actually addressed this in for 5 months and says, based. Well,
Fool this man!
well, thank you, CD. You know, so,
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
to be honest, I'm just so tired of people on the internet being so ignorant and stupid and trying to say dumb shit. Like, so you can't use words in a factual way anymore to actually describe anything because it's offensive. No, you can. You can. No, really, you can. And you need to tell people they're pussies and to grow the fuck.
Says the biggest one, swaying back and forth in his chair. I just love how you're trying your very best to come with the most dumbest reasons to push this agenda. Phil, do you just wake up in the morning just to start your day being an asshole to your chat and to your wife? Because it's really showing right about now.
Up. To stop trying to make the entire world forbidden. What are we going to do? Burn books next? Oh, you know, any book that has that word in it, we got to burn because it's so offensive. Go fuck yourself.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry.
How about that? You want offensive? Go sit on a cactus and spin.
Huh?
Stop ruining our world because you're a bunch of fucking sissies and cowards and you can't live with reality, all right?
What?
All right. Mayor Charlie did a $5 super chat. He says, I'm disabled, but I'm okay with you saying the word retarded because I'm not used.
Okay, so when he starts saying yellow wearing helmet or any other slur that makes fun of people that are slow, don't come crying to us, that bud.
Using it in a manner that's disrespecting anyone who may have that condition. I'm using it in the word as a descriptor. It's different. I think the problem is people turned the word into a medical condition. That's not the purpose of the word. The purpose of the word means to hold back, to slow down. You know what I'm saying? That's what the word means. So if you're using it in that regard, saying someone is that, you're saying you are mentally stunted. You are actually held back mentally. You're not a normal, logical person. That's why you act in an abnormal way.
Before he keeps digging that hole any further, Phil, you really need to take a look into the mirror, because that fits you to a T. Number one, what kind of person begs money when they reach their goal to want more? Secondly, no normal person is going to force their chat to give them 15K or more just to eat food or to play a game such as Stellar Blade. And lastly, no normal person is going to go to war with the internet over the dumbest things like you have done for years.
Then it's being used properly. If you're trying to say they actually have that medical condition, that's different. And I've never even used it that way. That's the last thing that I even think of when I use the word, when I say the word.
He's full of shit.
Okay. Oh, the update worked? Let's see. It did. Cool. All right. Let's get it working again. Uh-oh. Don't tell me it reset everything. There we go. Okay. Here we are. I'm going to be using it shortly. I got to zoom it in slightly more.
Again, nobody cares about your camera there, Phil. Move on to the next topic at hand.
There we go. That should be good. I think. We'll see. It's supposed to be auto following me. Is it? Now it is. Okay. I got it working again. Cool. It had a big another update, and this camera too has an update. Yeah, see, it's not going to work now because it updated, so I have to reselect it. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to reselect now. Okay. Oh, no, he's the king of hate. He's a bigot. He's a sexist. He's a racist. He's this, he's that, which is all false. But they do that because that's how they try to get, oh, you see, we'll use his own thing against him. And the truth is, people on this planet are very ignorant.
Phil, yes, you are a bigot, a sexist, a racist. I've proven that far too many times in my videos. Hell, earlier in this same one, I showed everyone once again when you use the N-word with the hard R. There's a reason why Twitch gave you the boot, and you've been trying to retcon that for years. No one is buying it. Also, you are making new detractors daily.
The people on Earth will not take 5 minutes to do the research to actually find out what the moniker means, despite the fact that all the information is readily and easily available. Instead, they'll just believe the absolute worst. So the moment you hear someone being called the king of hate, you think, wow, that guy must be a real hateful asshole who's just, a real disgusting person. And, no, that's actually not what it ever was. But people are too stupid to figure it out. So you have to stop using it at some point. And especially now, the modern day where everyone went woke and everything, people were definitely using it against me in very negative ways. Like I said, in 2021, that is actually how they got me kicked off of the Twitch partner program.
Phil, you literally said one stationary N-word, which I'm not going to say. Yes, I'm black, but I'm not going to be like disregard. I actually have class and respect to myself, not to cross certain lines. But is there anything else you want to retcon here, Phil? Because right now you're beginning to loop, which you love to do all the time.
This is how that they got my Teespring closed. This is how all of that happened, because they sent them basically packaging. He has this website, thekingofhate.com. He uses the King of Hate moniker in his content. And here's some clips from 13 years ago where he said some stuff, and then they'll play the clip about, me playing Dead Space 2 demo with the stupid Nazi joke that I made, right? So there you go. And that's what got me basically kicked out of everything, despite the fact that it was all untrue. So there's no way that sadly I could continue to use the moniker, even if I used it properly and I did convince the world, of what it really meant. They, too many dumb companies out there, too many idiots. So it is what it is. Moved on positively from it. So. Okay. All right, are we done?
And now we reach the end of the video. Good Lord, goodness gracious. One, big ups to Duty Streams for covering this. That man, he sure has patience to cover some of the best parts throughout most of Phil's craziness on his stream. But anyways guys, what have we learned today this time? We learned that pretty much Phil once again loves to retcon stuff, especially the word regarded, even though I have shown what it actually means, and many others have done the same thing too. But that'll be it for this video guys. Stay tuned, I got more coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.